I'm just spamming X right now. No. Hello everyone, my name is Ryfrost and welcome to our first ever YouTube review video uploaded called Rye Reviews. Now I understand the irony of me reviewing something when my quality of editing isn't the greatest. I've just got Adobe Premiere Pro today, so go easy on me. They will get better in the future, I promise, but for now, let's get reviewing this. So if you don't already know, this is Marvel Avengers game beta. When Virgin got in touch and offered me the PC beta key, I jumped for the opportunity because when I first watched the gameplay footage released, I was very skeptical, and being a Marvel Avengers fan since I was about 3 or 4 years old, even down to a cute Spider-Man lunchbox when I was going to school, I've been a fan. So when I saw the trailer and the gameplay, it did look a bit meh, so I jumped to the opportunity to give it a try. And I think the nostalgia and the amazing feeling of being the powerful mighty Thor or Iron Man or Hulk, you know, really does sort of add to that geekiness. And I think for me that's where it does end, unfortunately, because being able to carry Mjolnir or fly around in Iron Man's suit for me was amazing, but everything else seems a bit lackluster. For example, the fighting, it gets very repetitive after about an hour's worth, even half an hour's worth, because you generally only press 2 buttons. You press, on PC I was playing on controller, you press X and Y, which is your light attacks and your medium attacks. Yes, you can sequence them together, and you've got special attacks, like Thor has the lightning storm and Iron Man has Hulkbuster and things like that. But the core gameplay is very, very repetitive, and it can get quite boring after a while. But other than that, other than the gameplay and the fighting, which is a core mechanic, it does look absolutely amazing. The special effects look awesome. Yeah, on beta it was a bit juttery, so to speak, but I think the biggest thing for me is you just get to be these Marvel characters that I've grown up with, and I actually finally get to play them. So for me, that is a very big win. But other than that, yes, it looks fantastic. The sound quality, once again, beta, it was a bit weird. It did mess with my recording equipment at points, and it did mess with the sound for a bit. But all in all, I think it's quite good. Now, the thing that I like to review is probably something that a lot of people don't generally look at, which is the minor details. So the big thing is like the massive fire around and the amazing effects and stuff, but I always look for the small details, because I think if developers can get the small details right, that's when you know they really do show attention to everything, instead of just push out a AAA title and try to get it out as quick as possible. And I think you can really sort of sense the quality of a game by its minor details. So we're going to jump over to live gameplay when I was reviewing for the first time on Twitch. Some of those details. The graphics.
Wow.
I'm quite underwater. I always say it again, by the water. It's I always check sky. Sky looks meh, and water. You can always tell by how good a game is and their attention to detail by looking at the sky and the running water. Like that is, there's no water, no. There's no water mechanics. It's just on a reel. It's just on one flow, and there's just things put over it instead, because it's like that. That's going through it. That's not. It's not got water mechanics built into it. Come on, guys! This is 2020. Water mechanics. Look at it. There's no water physics in it. It's just going. It's just one single stream, and there's just textures on top of it. No splashes. Nothing. It's 2020, guys. What are you doing? Wait, hold on. Okay, right. I think the thing that gets me is like when you're playing a character that's like a human being, I understand these little sort of nuances of like opening boxes and stuff. But when you're a 6, 7, 8 foot muscly guy that can't dive, that can punch people and break their skull, like, you shouldn't have to like toe kick a box to open it. I like it. I like the idea that they're trying to keep it so it's, you know, it's no. I don't know what they're going for. I could smash that. But there you go. Like I should be able to punch something. Like look at that. I should be able to punch it and at least put a dent in the wall. Like, so, and you're probably saying, yes, right, we don't care about minor details, we care about gameplay, fighting, you know, how does it feel, how does it play? So I will talk about that, but one other thing that I'm thinking about is another minor attention to detail that I would have really liked in the game. So I can see I'm Black Widow, and I picked the game back up again just before the beta finished because I thought I'd give it another try. And I'm attacking this spider-like creature. I'm in a party with Ms. Marvel, Hulk, and Iron Man, and we're all doing the same thing. We're all hitting the same points. What I would have really liked, in the Avengers movies and stuff, the characters use their strengths. So Iron Man's flying around making sure that nobody gets attacked from the air. Hulk is smashing everything, and like Black Widow and Hawkeye and Captain America, they're fighting, you know, humans and aliens because that's their strength, and they can't really fight other things like that. But it seems like in this gameplay, we're all doing the same thing. What I would have liked is specific roles and specific sort of mini missions within it. So like Iron Man has to fly around and make sure that nobody gets attacked from the air. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, has to fight the humans to make sure that we're not overrun, and like Hulk is smashing the legs and stuff like that. I would have really liked that, but it doesn't quite capture that, which I'm slightly disappointed with. But other than that, the fighting is quite nice. On a second time through, it actually played a little bit nicer than my first gameplay. Sound once again was still a bit of an issue, but the actual recording was a lot smoother, so they did seem to have patched that out, because they did get a patch. There's other things that I'd love to cover in this review, but I don't want to sort of ramble on about the things I dislike. I want to talk about the things that I do like, and I think there is a lot of things that I like about this, but there's too many things that I dislike. And all the things that I've mentioned in this video is pretty much everything that I've disliked. I love the fact that I can be characters that I've grown up with. I love the fact that I can use all the special abilities that I've seen in the movies. I love the graphics, it looks absolutely stunning, and I love how it captures that Avengers feel to it. And if you've grown up with these characters, it really does bring that inner geek out of you and brings out your dreams of being one of these characters when you're growing up. I get to be Iron Man and Thor and Black Widow. Like, who wants to be Black Widow? But, you know, get to be Hulk, and I love that. And I think it really does a really good job of capturing that. But if I wasn't such a fan and I wasn't so loyal to the brand, I might have struggled a little bit with enjoying this as much, because there are a lot of things wrong with it. Now I know that it is in beta, and they're probably eyeing a few of those things out before it comes out on launch. And I know they've cut out the story missions and they've cut out a lot of it. And the only thing you can do really is the war table, which is where you go around and pick certain missions, jump in and do something like this where you have got a main mission to complete. If I was going to give it a final review, I would probably say that I'm definitely going to wait until it comes out on sale. I'm going to watch the YouTubers and the live streamers play it just to see how the story plays out and to see if they've fixed a few of the bugs. Because right now, if I wasn't such a fanboy, I would have probably scored it lower, but I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. There are a lot of things that actually excite me to play this game, and I think after about an hour, you'll probably agree with me that it gets a bit boring because it's just the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to wait and see what the story gives and the DLC and the other characters, because I think the other characters will add a lot of diversity and a lot more excitement to this game. But so far, I would very much wait until it comes out on sale. But I'd love to see what you guys think. Write in the comments below and let me know what you think. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from the fanboys. I am one myself, so leave me alone. But if you've liked this review, once again, it is my first one, so go easy on me. But please hit that subscribe button, hit that like, write a comment to let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Head for the terminal so I can get you inside the lab. I should be able to